Every mountain starts with one breath, one moment before the rise.
Yeah, before I move, I pause, not out of fear, just to honor the cause. Took a long look up, the peak so high, but I ain't scared, I was made to try. The world don't wait, it spins too fast, but peace comes slow when storms don't last. So I breathe deep, still my core, feet on the edge, heart ready for more. They say hustle, grind, don't stop, but even warriors breathe before they reach the top. And the legend had a silent day, where they faced the fear and chose to stay.
Take a breath before the climb, feel the earth, take your time. Every giant step starts small, even the strongest had to crawl.
You don't need to run today, it's okay to find your way. Mountains whisper, winds align, so breathe before the climb. I've seen the rush fall fast and hard, burn out like a match, leave no mark or shard. But those who breathe, those who pace, find a deeper kind of grace. It's not about speed, it's about intent. Each move forward, fully meant. Don't let the noise decide your race. You set your rhythm, you hold your space. Eyes on the path, not the peak alone. Step by step, I build my throne. Breath's not weakness, breath is power. I save my voice for the right hour. Sometimes the world tells you move fast, but the wisest thing you'll ever do is pause, feel the ground, name your fear, and climb anyway.
Take a breath before the climb, you've survived 1,000 times. No rush, no shame, no finish line, just the courage to realign.
And when they ask how I rose so tall, I'll say I breathe before it all.
They thought I'd brave the rain, oh, but I was never made for calm. I was built for the storm.
You call it chaos, I call it home. I grew where the wild winds roam. Didn't wait for sunshine or fate, I learned to thrive with a heavy plate. Umbrellas fold, but I stand bare. Let the lightning flash, I'll meet it there. You pray for peace, I pray for will, to walk through fire and climb the hill. Not forged in these, not born from gold. I was shaped in cold and pressure bold. While they flinched, I learned the art of steady hands and weathered heart.
I'm built for the storm, I don't run. Dance with the thunder, rise with the sun. When the sky breaks, I don't fold. My spine's made of fire, my soul's carved in gold. Don't tell me to hide, I was born to face every quake, every break, every hard place. I don't ask the skies to be warm, I just whisper back, I'm built for the storm.
Try to bury me deep, but I'm seeds, not stone. Now I bloom where fear once shone. I've been hit, I've been dropped, I've been torn, but I never begged mercy, I was reborn. Tides don't scare me, noise don't shake. Storms don't know what will I make. You want strength, watch me bend and still rise up again and again. They wait for calm to find their pace. I move faster in the harshest place. I don't need calm seas to believe. I built my ship so I could leave. I built with a sway so I don't run. Dance with the thunder, rise the sun. When the sky breaks, I don't fold. My spine's made of fire, my soul's carved in gold. Don't tell me to hide, I was born to face every quake, every break, every hard place. I don't ask the skies to be warm, I just whisper back, I'm built for the storm. You were made for clear skies, but me, I was born for thunder. You were made for clear skies, but me, I was born for thunder. I'm built for the storm, born to fight, carved from struggle, lit by night. My
My scars ain't shame, they're proof I live. And every crack is a gift I give. No storm can drown what's already flame. And I don't need calm to stake my name. I rise, I roar, I transform. Don't fear the dark. I'm built for the storm. I was built for the storm. I was built for the storm. I'm built for the storm. You tried to silence the flame in me, but you forgot. Fires to burn in secret.
Yeah, you said I was too much, too loud, too wild. So I shrank, wore a mask, played mild. You laughed when I dreamed, turned down the heat. Told me stay humble, sit down, be sweet. But fire don't die, it learns to wait. In the dark corners it holds its weight. Kept it low so you'd feel tall. Bit my tongue till I couldn't at all. I burned in silence, whispered sparks. Smiled in light, cried in the dark. But that ember you feared, it's alive. And now, it's time to thrive.
You tried to drown the fire inside, but baby, flames don't ever hide. I've been quiet, I've been still. Now I'm rising up, bending will. The fire you hid, I kept with care. Now it roars in open air. You feared my voice, my power, my skin, but the fire you hid burns from within.
Told me to blend, dim that glow. Told me it's safer to never show. But every no you gave became my spark. Every closed door made my fire stark. I gathered shame, stitched it in flame. Turned your blame into a holy name. Now watch me light up every room. What you feared will now consume. Not in rage, but in radiant grace. I've earned this fire, I found my place. No more shrinking, no more lies. This is the blaze you can't disguise.
You told me to be less, but the world needs more truth, more light, more voices like mine. So I'm done hiding. Let it burn.
You tried to bury the fire inside, but roots burn deep and flames don't die. You thought silence meant defeat, but I was only finding heat.
The fire you hid now leads my way, burning brighter every day. No longer small, no longer dim. That fire you feared was always here. And in the ashes of your doubt, I found my name, spelled in flame. You saw me broken, but that was just the seed. Now I rise like dawn after need. Hey, I was the shadow you walked past, the quiet voice fading fast, the one they called almost not quite, held back tears deep into night. But pain carves paths the world can't see, turns silent hearts into destiny. Every fall was training ground, and now I rise without a sound. You fed me doubt, I turned it to fuel. You wrote me off, I rewrote the rule. Your silence sharpened every scar. Now every wound's a glowing star. Now I rise, no chains, no fear, built from scars and every tear. You can't unmake what I've become. A quiet storm arises. is cold and silent skies. Hear this truth, now I rise.
I don't need applause or stage, I don't seek revenge, I channel rage, not to destroy but to rebuild a kingdom born from dreams you killed. Each no you gave a sacred stone, stacked them high, made them my own, built a tower from your doubt. Now look who's looking out. This is for the quiet ones who fought their battles with no guns. For every dream that almost died, we're still breathing,
We still rise.
They said I'd never stand, that the silence would drown me, but they forgot. Even seeds need silence before they bloom.
Now I rise with steady flame. No need for pride, no thirst for fame. I rise because I know my worth. Born again from deepest earth. I rise for those still underground. For every voice that's never found. Not perfect, but I'm still wise. And in the silence, now I rise. You knew the silence, but you never saw the storm. We still rise.
They said I'd never stand, that the silence would drown me, but they forgot. Even seeds need silence before they bloom.
Now I rise with steady flame. No need for pride, no thirst for fame. I rise because I know my worth. Born again from deepest earth. I rise for those still underground. For every voice that's not.
echoed. It started with silence, but silence carries sparks, and even shadows learn to speak when pushed too far. I was quiet in the back, never asked for a thing. Held my breath through the storm, wore my struggle like a ring. They thought silence meant soft, thought retreat was defeat. But I learned from the pain, got a war drum in my heartbeat. Every stair I took down, every door that they slammed. Made a poet from my scars, made a fighter from the dam. Now my breath is ablaze, every word's a front line. You call it noise, I call it spine. Whispers turn to war when you keep us in the dark. We were silent, now we're burning. Now we're leaving our mark. No more quiet nights, no more walking slow. We rise from hushes, louder than you'll ever know. Louder than you'll ever know. Told me be humble, told me don't cry, told me sit down, told me just try. Now I scream through the verses, break every mold. My story's in fire, it can't be controlled. Kept the peace, kept the pain, but the peace never stayed. So I carved out my truth from the edges they made. I'm the storm they ignored, I'm the heat they dismissed. Now I roar through the ruins with iron in my fists. Not all wars start with guns. Some begin in silence. Some begin with a breath too deep to hold, and end with a voice that cannot be folded. Whispers turn to war when the silence breaks. We were shadows, now we rise for our own sakes. No more hiding, no more fear inside. We speak, we march, we rise with pride. Rise with pride. Once they feared our noise, but they should have feared our quiet more. This ain't a story of ease or escape. It's It's about what we carry and how we never let it break us. I walk with burdens that don't show on the skin, invisible chains, but they heavy within. Smile in the mirror, pain in my chest. Woke up with doubt, still gave it my best. Backpack full of what ifs, pockets of regret, but I lace up my truth. I ain't done yet. They don't see the nights I cried in silence, or the mornings I rose in defiance. They don't know the price of my calm, how I kept it cool when life dropped the bomb. Still I show up, scars and all. Still I carry this weight, never let it fall.
I carry the weight not cause it's light, because I know what it means to fight. Step is pain, but I still go. You never see the tears I don't show. I carry the weight, it made me strong. Walk through the dark, been hurting long. This is my path, not yours to shape. These heavy hands still build escape.
Had days I wanted to give it all back, drop it at the door, walk off the track. But pressure makes diamonds of dust, they say. So I held my breath and faced the day. They said I should smile, said I should shine, but I bleed between bars, every rhyme is mine. Carried out like a stone in my throat, still spit truth with a heart that won't choke. This weight is my story, not a curse. It's fuel for the flames, for every verse. I don't run, I don't hide, I don't fake. I just bend when I must never break. You ask why I'm still standing, cause I never dropped what I was given. Not even when it burned, not even when it broke.
I carry the weight not to impress, but to prove I'm more than all the mess. It bends me low, but I still rise. You see my soul before my disguise. I carry the weight not cause it's light, because I know what it means to fight. Step is pain, but I still go. You'll never see the tears I don't show. So when you see me walk, no, I'm not weak. I'm just carrying everything I refuse to leave behind.
I've said sorry more times than I can count, for things that weren't even mine to carry. Not anymore.
I used to bellow, speak soft, playing nice. Blame myself when they threw the dice. Dim my lights so they'd feel bright. Took the fall just to make it right. Sorry I'm late, sorry I care. Sorry for breathing too much air. Apologies tied like chains to my feet, till I tripped on shame in every street. But now I walk taller, spine intact. Left that guilt by the railroad track. Tired of saying I'm fine when I'm not. Tired of explaining every scar I got. No apologies left, I gave them all out. I don't owe silence to anyone's doubt. I won't shrink just to fit your view. This is my truth, raw, loud and true. No apologies left, I paid that debt. Tears to the floor, heart in regret. Now I rise with a voice unchained. And if it's too much, let me explain. I'm not sorry for growing through pain. They said be polite, said tone it down, but they never picked me up when I drowned. So I found strength where weakness hid, in every no that I once forbid. Now I move different, not straight ahead. I wear my past like a crown instead. No shame in the tears, no shame in the fall. The climb ain't clean, but I still stand tall. I don't regret who I had to become, just to get through the place I'm from. Apologize for being too much, too loud. Now I speak like thunder, I'm finally proud. You don't have to say sorry for choosing yourself, for surviving the dark, for speaking in full volume. No apologies left, I burned their scripts. Broke the chains, let the burden slip. They can frown, they can scoff and curse, but I've got peace in a second verse. No apologies left, just lessons learned. Tears that dried and fires that burn. I stand on ashes, I rise through flame. And I'll never again say sorry for my name. Not sorry for dreaming, not sorry for rising.